Marie Curie was a Polish and naturalized French physicist and chemist who conducted pioneering research on radioactivity. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, the first person and the only woman to win the Nobel Prize twice, and the only person to win the Nobel Prize in 2 scientific fields. Marie Curie was born on November 7, 1867, in Warsaw. She was the daughter of a secondary school teacher. She attended neighborhood schools where she obtained a general education and some scientific training from her father. She joined a group of student revolutionaries and decided it would be wise to leave Warsaw, which was then in the Russian-dominated region of Poland, for Krakow, which was then ruled by Austria. She moved to Paris in 1891 to complete her studies at the Sorbonne, where she earned licenses in mathematics and physics. In 1894, she met Professor Pierre Curie at the School of Physics. The following year, they were married. When Pierre Curie tragically passed away in 1906, she took over as professor of general physics in the Faculty of Sciences, making history as the first woman to hold this position. She earned her Doctor of Science degree in 1903 and succeeded her husband as head of the physics laboratory at the Sorbonne. Additionally, she was given the position of director of the Curie Laboratory at the University of Paris Radium Institute, which was established in 1914. Her and her husband's early studies were frequently conducted in trying circumstances. The lab facilities were subpar, and both had to take on a lot of teaching work to make ends meet. The Curie's remarkable investigations and analyses that resulted in the isolation of polonium, which bears Marie's birthplace's name, and radium were motivated by Henri Becquerel's discovery of radioactivity in 1896. In order to characterize radium and thoroughly examine its properties, particularly its therapeutic properties, Curie developed methods for its separation from radioactive residues in large enough quantities. Throughout her life, Curie aggressively pushed the use of radium to lessen suffering, and during World War I, she personally dedicated herself to this therapeutic endeavor with the help of her daughter Irene. In 1929, President Hoover of the United States gave her a gift of $50,000 from American Friends of Science to purchase radium for use in the laboratory in Warsaw. She continued to be passionate about science throughout the rest of her life and contributed significantly to the establishment of a radioactivity laboratory in her hometown. Curie was revered and admired by scientists all over the world for her quiet, dignified, and unassuming demeanor. From 1911 until her death, she was a member of the Conseil du Physique Salvé, and since 1922, she had been a member of the League of Nations Committee on Intellectual Cooperation. Her research has been published in a number of scientific journals, and she is the author of several books, including Recherches sur les substances radioactives, L'isotopie et les éléments isotopes, and the classic Traité de Radioactivité. The numerous awards bestowed on Curie reflect the importance of her work. She was awarded numerous honorary degrees in science, medicine, and law, as well as honorary memberships in learned organizations around the world. In 1903, she and her husband shared half of the Nobel Prize in Physics for their research into spontaneous radiation, which was discovered by Becquerel, who received the other half of the prize. She was awarded a second Nobel Prize in 1911, this time in chemistry, for her work in radioactivity. In 1903, she and her husband shared the Davy Medal of the Royal Society, and in 1921, President Harding of the United States awarded her with 1 gram of gold on behalf of the women of America. In 1903, she and her husband shared the Davy Medal of the Royal Society, and in 1921, President Harding of the United States presented her with 1 gram of radium on behalf of the women of America in acknowledgement of her contributions to science. Curie died on July 4, 1934, in Savoy, France, following a brief illness.